How is it going, church family? I pray that everyone out there is doing well, that we're staying healthy. And I'm not just talking about physically healthy, I'm talking about mentally healthy as well. I'm sure by now you're learning that just sitting day after day after day after day can drive you bonkers, right? I tell you, sitting still is not easy. It's not easy for our family. We love adventure. We love to explore, and there's only so much exploring you can do in Cowards, Alabama, you know. And so we're starting to turn to some home projects. And so Miss Lizzie has been working hard to keep me working hard. She wanted to this year, because every year we try to do a garden. And so this year she wanted to try raised garden beds. And so when Miss Lizzie wants raised garden beds, what do? Well, there's no debate about it. You build some raised garden beds. And so we built some, and they turned out really nice. Really nice, actually. I really enjoyed them. Enjoy using them. The day we went to get the lumber at Lowe's, we ran into the Jones family. What's up, Jones family? It was good to see you guys there, and so bring a little normality to the abnormal, getting to see someone you know there. So that was really wonderful. But then this last week, Lizzie and I decided to make good on a promise, a year-long promise, let me say, to our little ones, to our children, that we promised them about a year or so ago, that one day we would build a treehouse slash fort slash playhouse. And so we made good on that finally, and it's great. And the kids seem to really be enjoying it and really loving it, and so that's been our vent to do that for them. And so I really love A-frame style cabins. Have you ever seen any of those, like the A-frame style cabins in the woods by the lake, at the beach and such like that? I love those things. To me, man, there is nothing that is as cool as a 20 by 40 foot, just small 800 square foot A-frame cabin. That is so cool. And so with that being said, when we decided that, okay, let's bunker down, let's build these kids a playhouse, we decided, primarily me, because I love A-frame cabins, that we had to incorporate a A-frame little house or cabin into our tree house. And so we did that. It's at a decent height off the ground. It's about 6 feet to the floor, something like that. It's got a nice flooring in it, and guardrails all the way around it to just assist with the slowing down of the late Saturday afternoon hospital visits. You know, we don't want to spend all Saturday in hospital visits with kids falling off this thing, so we got good guardrails. And it has this really cool slide that's attached to the side of it, that's on its own second level and all that. So that's great. And did I mention to you, it has an A-frame cabin on top of it. So my favorite part. And I don't know who is more excited about it, the kids or Lizzie and I, because we like it. But hands down, the coolest part about this whole thing is that we were able to take this less than ideal situation and just create something great out of the situation that we're all in. And we created memories and a fun time with our children, and we both really truly enjoyed creating it. We did, and we also enjoyed seeing the joy on our little ones' faces as we just seen them climb up into it for the first time. And that reminds me, and I said all that to say this, that, you know, the first description of God. And the first description that God gives us of himself is of a creating God, a creator. What does Genesis 1:1 say? In the beginning, God what? God created. And here's the thing: if we humans, if we can take less than ideal situations and make great memories and make good come out of trials and tribulations and tough times, then my goodness, folks, how much can the creating God of the cosmos take all of our baggage, all of our less than ideal situations, all of our anxieties, all of our failures, all of our hopelessness? How much more can he do with that than just us mere humans do? I'd like to say something. I really believe with all my heart that right now, in this less than ideal situation that we're all living in this moment, I think God is so busy creating and working and restoring lives in this moment. I really do. Listen, more now than ever before am I personally receiving more calls, more text messages, more Facebook private messaging and things like that from all sorts of people dealing with their salvation. And you know, some are people who have never darkened the door of a church. Some are people who may have grew up in a Christian home, or they may not have. Some have, but they never really experienced that real, true God encounter where their lives are altered eternally. And some have, they've experienced God to a degree, but because of the cares of this life and anxieties of the world, they were just drawn away from him in that ongoing relationship with our loving Father. And so here lately, I've just received so many messages from different people who just are wanting prayer, dealing with their salvation and dealing with their relationship with God. And beloved, I'm asking you now, if you would, to just partner with me and just join me and just striving in the prayer closet, striving in your personal prayer life for God to just continue moving in these people's hearts and continue to move in our own hearts as well. And I really want to see that spiritual awakening of so many people right now. I want to see this interest come to fruition where there's fruit that bears off of these people's lives and off of my life. I want to be different in a good spiritual way after all of this. And so I'm asking you to join me in prayer for that God just be glorified in saving the perishing during this time. And I'm suspecting that in the matter of a couple of weeks, we'll be able to begin opening the doors and be able to come back into corporate worship. And hopefully, Lord will, I'll release another video in the near future, just giving you the details of that and the steps to what we see coming down the line and how we will open up our church. But beloved, the one thing that I pray for more than anything right now, as we return, is to return different, and that we may return with this new found desire to be, yes, in the presence of other believers, in the presence of each other corporately in worship, yes, but moreover to find ourselves in the presence of a living and a holy God, that we may be stirred in our spirits and in our hearts for real, true worship, that we not want to return with any lukewarmness in our hearts or any coldness in our hearts, any indifferences in our hearts, but beloved, to return, just set a fire blaze for Jesus Christ. And that's my prayer, that not just in our church, but in all churches, that we just return, not settling, to be complacent, not settling from just Sunday to Sunday Christianity, but that God uses this time to set us on fire in such a way that the outside world see that and know that there is a true God in heaven who reigns over all. And so just join me, beloved, in doing that. And I hope to be able to come back to you real soon here and just give you another video on the details of coming back into the house of God here at Calvary Baptist Church. I'm so ready. I know you're ready, as I've been talking to some of you through text messages and phone calls through the last couple of weeks. My goodness, it looks like it's going to happen soon, though. So let's just stay in prayer and stay safe, beloved, and you do your part to keep yourself well and depend on God for all the rest. Amen. Amen. We'll see you this Sunday morning at CBC Home. So we'll be coming to you there again. So tune in at 10 a.m. and we love you. Later.